We love you. We love you so
We
much.
do love you.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. We love you. We would die for you.
How much of this do you want me to cut out?
Don't cut this out.
You probably want
I
all
would
of it to be cut out.
start with the I love you and just keep going.
Sorry, I love you.
I love you. Guys, we love you. Just know that.
We do love you.
Alright.
Okay, so what do you guys think? I want you. This is a question corner. You see these question boys?
Oh, gotcha.
Because
Okay.
they're in each corner, which is why it's called a question corner.
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Should I bring up comparisons to mine or just not completely
No.
avoid that?
No,
Okay.
we're on
This
mine.
doesn't even
Yeah,
exist
you're
yet.
right. You're right.
Fucking idiot. No, just guess. Like what? What do you?
You want us to
Like
guess?
deduce. That's what this
So we
point.
got, what, a buggy, buggy D clown.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's gonna be Buggy.
Gotcha.
I really hope this is why Buggy is going to be the pirate king in One Piece.
Shut up.
Alright, I know.
Hey, that's my guess. If you want me to shut up, I'll shut up my amazing guesses.
So you actually just went with the one that I just don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Now is what you're gonna know about it now.
originally I wanted I was covering half of her, but I felt like that was too weird. Like it didn't make any fucking sense because she's not really even. So
Right.
cutting her in half it looked.
But yeah, it's not D.
See, it's
It's DD over 2.
So it's D.
So it's just D.
Buggy D.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And I don't actually know who that
That's what's his
I
name?
don't know his name, he's a clown guy, he killed people.
He's a clown.
Yeah,
that kills
he's a
people.
child rapist clown.
Buggy isn't one of those though. He's a
No,
clown.
but he is a clown.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it.
I
It's a
got it.
pretty good slide.
All right, let's reveal who it is. Nice.
You gotta click on it.
Buggy D Clown,
Buggy D Clown.
the soon-to-be pirate king.
Can you explain your slide a
Okay,
little bit?
we got it. Yeah, sorry, I just got it.
Yeah, see, you can see Luffy over here. He's just crying. And then
Yeah.
gonna cry, cause he's reacting to the soon-to-be pirate king,
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
and he's really sad. He's broken up about it.
Is that from Spider-Man 3? That's
Yeah, you can see the suit.
Yeah.
Gonna cry.
And then the laughing crying emoji, of course, is what Buggy will be doing.
See, Buggy, you can't tell super well, but he's kind of looking at Luffy and he's laughing at
Of
him.
course.
Okay.
Dude, I
so-
didn't even notice there's another Luffy upside down under it. It's like,
Yeah. Should I save questions for question corner or?
I don't care. I think there's a slide that does say questions, but you can.
Okay.
I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want.
So
So
that's my
So
question.
yeah, oh, that was your question.
So this is Buggy, and he's got D in his middle name, and we'll learn more about what the D means.
Does he actually have D as his name?
Well, you'll learn. Oh yeah, talk about D,
Oh,
right?
So I like how it's like a little cut off. Where you can't see the whole thing. Oh,
Whoa.
whoa. When you got E.
This is very well made. You know you can embed videos in Google Slides.
I know.
You know, I'm actually feeling much better about my topic now seeing Endri's.
Look away, 'cause I think it might.
Alright, look at close
Okay,
the
okay.
close the tab, look away.
That's
Wait,
good.
fuck. Okay.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really glad Endri's going first now. This is good.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna talk about D.
Mm-hmm.
D is the middle initial for a lot of extremely important One Piece characters.
And I've read One Piece. I've caught up on One Piece. And Jake, how much did you actually
I got like 100 something chapters in.
You should know a
And I
little bit
was-
about
and I was
D.
like, yeah, I don't care.
read?
You're gonna care now.
Yeah, you
This is-
wish now that you
This
caught
is,
up.
this
so
is
you
gonna
could
get me back into One Piece.
That's-
Yes.
This Buggy D Clown theory.
It's not a theory. I'll show you
It's
evidence.
a fact.
Well, theory, yeah, theories have evidence.
But yeah,
What?
it's a game theory.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so D. It's very important. Monkey D. Luffy.
A lot of important characters have the D as their middle initial.
Yeah. Monkey D. Garp.
Monkey D Garp, Monkey D Dragon.
Going D freaks.
That is correct. Gon is pretty much the most powerful One Piece character.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay,
How
next.
would Gon stack up against One Piece characters?
He's
That's
One
good.
Piece characters get pretty
They
broken.
get pretty busted, but like adult Gon, I think would beat almost any One Piece character. But like normal Gon,
I mean, fucking Whitebeard could destroy the world. I mean,
I mean, yeah.
Gon couldn't do that
Good
shit.
point. I'd say Gon is pretty powerful in the context of One Piece, but I don't think he scales quite high as like the most powerful character in One Piece.
I feel like
beyond Go's.
he'd be as powerful as like pre-time skip Luffy.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that fits pretty well.
Yeah.
No hockey, so Gon would just get messed up by constant
Yeah.
hockey.
No, he's got pretty strong will, right?
I mean, yeah, but he
What
doesn't have
about
hockey.
Nen?
Is
What
it?
he has Nen though.
Yeah, he would have Nen.
Mm.
Anyway, what is going on with One Piece though? What's going on with Buggy D Clown?
Oh yeah. Next slide. Yeah, the will of D.
Dora D.
Oh shit.
I may have just found some of these things and I throw them on.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Like I said, there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Like the Dora. That's
No, that I just found this picture and I just put it there, and that has nothing to do.
Okay, so we have Gold D Roger, Monkey D Luffy, Monkey D Garp, Portgas D Ace, Marshall D Teach, Jaguar D Saul, Monkey D Dragon, Portgas D Rogue. Is that Rouge?
Yeah, I think it's Rouge. If I remember from the anime, it's Rouge.
Will of D cut off a little bit by the next name.
A little bit.
It's a little grainy.
Oh, I
I don't
see a
know
little,
if you
I
had
see a little
those.
guy over there.
Oh yeah. You-
That's,
The little guy.
that's a Kainu with a little F next to Ace.
Yeah, it's F.
I wonder what that could mean.
I don't know.
Does he die? Does that character die?
No.
What?
No.
He definitely doesn't die by the fiery hands of that character.
Yeah. He doesn't get donated or anything.
Oh.
No,
okay.
not in the slightest.
Actually, if we go back to one of the previous,
Oh,
I think
look at this.
that was Ace dying. That was Luffy's
So
reaction.
they can't see where you're
Yeah, they can't see
pointing
where you're pointing.
Oh.
in the video. They
Right.
can't see your cursor either.
So
So just say
the
like
second picture from the left of Luffy,
yeah, where his mouth is
big
bigger
old
than his
mouth.
head.
Yeah, that's his brother just died in his hands.
But he has a brother.
It's Ace.
Well, he did.
Oh.
Well, he's got two brothers, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You never read that part.
that's his grandpa.
Once
That-
again, they can't see who you're pointing to.
This Monkey D Garp is his grandpa. Monkey D Dragon is his dad,
That's right.
and Portgas D Ace is his brother.
So how does this relate to Buggy? I'm real concerned.
This, this is just about the D, right?
Yeah, this is a little. I take a little side tours.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, the Will of D. Pretty much, the Will of D is like the people with the D pretty much cause like revolutions. They're great changers. I think that's something like that.
It's pretty ambiguous within the entire story. Is that pretty much every really important character knows that something's going on with people of the D, but it's not explained, and I think that's intentionally so. That they're these weirdly powerful people who have great influence on everybody, and they always have like these real like huge impactful deaths for the most part.
And
Like-
several of them are named Monkey. Like
Well, that's only because
That's
those
the family.
they're related.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
You're memeing on this right now. You do that.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Rouge is Ace's mom,
That's right.
but they are not. Dragon and Rouge are not together.
That's right. They're separate families, which is really the great thing about One Piece is that they care about broken families.
Okay.
Yeah, Luffy and Ace are not blood brothers,
That's right.
but he did bleed all over Luffy when he died.
Yeah, like he did. So they basically are blood brothers.
When he got donutted.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
There is one more brother, but I don't think he's in
You'd
this
think
presentation.
It wouldn't bleed because you would just cauterize the wound like instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has this
Fire.
fruit. It's not fire. Ace has fire. This guy has the magma.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's
which
pretty
is
strong.
hotter than the fire, so he was able to just punch right through him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might be like top five strongest characters in the whole show.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
So I can't help but notice this giant yellow arrow that says "Go to next slide."
Yeah.
Pointing to what's that?
God's natural enemy.
Natural enemy, and that is
Yeah.
Water D Law over there.
Oh yeah, Law. He's cool.
I do like Law.
So God's natural enemy. They're talking about the celestial dragons, and they are considered the natural enemy of the D clan. They are all considered part of the D clan. We don't really know what the fuck that means, but
For context, the celestial dragons, and this was explained a little more in Dressrosa, where
I think we're gonna get to the.
Celestial D-Dragons.
that. Oh no.
No. No, not at all.
You can't just use that. It's not a little meme. You
So-
can't just,
There's no meaning going on here.
oh.
So next slide, I think we do talk about the drag. Yeah, there we go. So here are some celestial dragons.
Wait, is that black sperm from One Punch Man?
No, is that Shanks?
That's Shanks in
the
it.
Celestial Dragon's outfit.
And that's Luffy. He's very angry at Shanks for being a celestial drag.
So it's flying Powersliding for providing us with celestial D-dragon shapes.
Hey, Ronan,
Yeah.
gonna cry?
Gonna cry. Gonna
Piss
cry.
your pants, maybe.
Shit and cum. So the celestial dragons, they're pretty much the owners of the world. Like the whole One Piece world, they kind of own it because they're like the heads of the world government.
And that's because they like believe their ancestors to be like the literal gods of the world. I don't know if that's actually confirmed whether or not that's true.
They started the world government.
But for sure they started the government itself.
So they're the they're the fucking, what are they called? The
Progenitors.
yeah, not progenitor. They're the children of the people that started the world government like 900 years ago or a long time ago. So they're pretty much a bunch of rich fucks who like own slaves and do like beyond yuppies. They can literally do whatever they want. Like they could like kill you in the middle of the street and you can't, like if you try to intervene they kill you.
And
Or
Luffy respects that and stays away from them at all times.
that's right.
That's right.
And
He doesn't do anything to mess with
It was pretty crazy when Shanks was revealed to be a
them. Yeah, it was.
celestial.
Assuming that's an edit.
What?
No, it isn't.
No. Knowing all of One Piece since I've read the entire manga, that's exactly what happens.
That's what happens. Okay.
Yeah. So these guys are a bunch of pricks. They literally own slaves, and they have like infinite money. That's like
It's
how.
basically infinite money.
That's how like they stay in power because they own like I think the world
They
reserves.
just print more money.
True. I think there's like a giant tax that every nation in the world government, which is like most modern nations or most like nations in I think the One Piece world, they all have to pay tax to these guys, if I remember right.
But the big question I know is on all of our minds.
Yeah.
How does this relate to Buggy D?
We'll get there.
The future pirate king.
No, he is. All right. Next slide.
Oh. JT, you want to read this one out?
Yeah, okay. Your face when you realized Buggy was immune to Doflamingo's bird cage.
That's true.
Same. Literally me. 502 by Buggy.
Is that from the video?
That's true. Flip.com.
No, these 502s, they're like, for some reason, they came with like a lot of the pictures I just snagged off of Google. I think they're direct links to it,
Oh,
and I didn't feel like deleting
You
them.
didn't like save them as a JPEG and then put them.
No, I just
drag them
I just
from
dra-
Google into the Google Slides.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's faster.
Wow. That's amazing.
So,
Andrew, you want to explain what the birdcage means?
You couldn't like bring it to the back or anything, like edit it so it's.
fuck
back?
you.
Okay.
So, how does this all relate to Buggy?
That's what I know I've been asking.
That's probably been on your mind.
What I
And-
just realized, Buggy was immune to Doflamingo's bird cage.
That's your face. I know you guys
That's
can't
true.
see his face, but that's literally his face.
That's true. I mean, it's like not false. It's true. So this guy, his name is the guy on the right. His name is Doflamingo, and his bird cage is this retarded ability he had where he can like, he's got a string fruit, and he can like cover a whole island in string, and if you try to like leave it, it'll just cut you in half. It's really stupid, and I didn't like it. It didn't make any sense.
Oh, but Buggy has like. The,
He has the
He-
chop
So
chop
you
fruit.
haven't actually really described what the chop fruit does, which is what Buggy does, which we all know.
Yeah.
So a little bit about Buggy.
Ignorant viewers may not know what a chop fruit is.
What?
Pass me that Coke over there.
Very
Coke break.
Ooh, some cocaine smoke.
That's nice.
It's a great first episode.
So Buggy has a chop fruit. That means his body can be split into like infinite amount of pieces, but he only does like 30 tops for some reason. And the bird cage is like a big old, like a bird cage, and all that would happen was Buggy would just like slip right through it because he can just chop his body up into.
No, that Buggy was not in this arc at all, where Doflamingo was.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
But
no.
he wasn't.
But-
What I'm guessing this slide means is that if Buggy were there, he would have been totally fine. He would just bypass the entire
Yeah.
Buggy is the most powerful.
Yeah, he's
I
Bug.
have a feeling I can see where you're going with this. So you're saying that because Doflamingo is a celestial dragon, which we all know because we've all read the manga, right?
Yep.
I knew that. I mean, just look
And
at
since Buggy could have easily surpassed Doflamingo's
Easily.
most powerful ability,
I mean, he's the pirate. He's the pirate king.
through the transitive property, we know that enemies of celestial dragons, the natural enemies, are those of the Will of D.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So of course Buggy the Clown
It was Buggy
must
D
be
Clown.
a D.
Alright.
That's where I think this is gonna go. But maybe Endri's just gonna. Maybe that will be my face when I realize where Endri's gonna go. Imageflip.com.
These are all sponsored, by the way. Go check out imageflip.com.
That's right, buddy.
Use coupon code Buggy D Clown for 20% off.
Team F. Coupon code Team F.
Why
Coupon
would
code.
we promote ourselves when we could promote the future pirate king Buggy?
He's
Of
not
course.
the future pirate king. He's just the soon-to-be pirate.
It's not
that
just
implies in the future.
Shut the
It's
fuck
like
up.
a very near.
Okay.
Like, you see, these things have already happened. Like, Luffy's already been crying because he knows it's done.
It's inevitable.
It's coming. You gonna cry?
Good crack.
Where the fuck was it?
I know I'm not.
You know in Endgame when Thanos has like that big sword with I guess like
Oh, yeah, that-
on it?
Yeah.
That would do nothing to Buggy.
That's
Oh,
correct. It would
literally
just-
nothing.
You know that
Literally.
doesn't have hockey.
The strongest swordsman in the whole world, his name is Mihawk. He literally couldn't do anything to Buggy.
Not a single thing. There isn't anything you could possibly do to Buggy.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing.
I'm excited to see what the next line is.
Yeah, me too. Because I kind of forgot.
You don't remember what it is?
Oh, yeah. Evidence. Buggy's delivery service.
Oh man, I like your your magnifying glasses.
Thank you.
got
Buggy starts a troop, or like a band, I guess like a
there. A service.
service. A delivery service.
Wow.
So after he becomes, what the fuck were they called?
Warlords of the
King.
Sea.
Yep. After he becomes a warlord, he starts Buggy's delivery service, where he like pushes out, what are they called? Like mercenaries to countries that like hire them, and it's
For a little bit of context, because Endri doesn't feel like explaining why any of this is happening. Buggy is perceived as not that powerful in the manga, which we all know he is.
that's bullshit.
I know,
It's a
we know
facade,
he is.
obviously.
That's correct. And he doesn't want to have to exert any energy, so instead he gets other people who are very powerful to do his work for him. He just sends them out, and then they pay people to get these mercenaries, and Buggy gets all the profits, not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really strong, really
Can't
smart.
help but notice that the D in delivery service is pink. Is that intentional?
I don't know. It's just Buggy
Well, yeah, he's showing
Buggy D.
That's what he's showing there.
Buggy's delivery. This is actually like the only evidence I have of the Buggy D clown meme.
Buggy's delivery.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
this is like a real panel. There's no memeing. It's just but
Were the
Magnifying
magnifying
glasses
glasses
are in the
there?
panel as well.
oh yeah. Besides that, and the pictures weren't overlaid on each other.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I've never seen the anime, so I just assumed that's what it looked like.
It looked exactly like this.
Wow.
This
That's
is
amazing. The evidence was there the whole time.
this is the only evidence that he's a part of the D clan, but it's kind of
Besides my little crackpot theory that because he could easily surpass Doflamingo's
He has.
ability,
He has.
is therefore the natural enemy of a celestial dragon, therefore Buggy D Clown.
Yeah,
Buggy-
everything's following to me.
Yeah,
I'm on board.
it tracks.
yeah. Yeah, Buggy's delivery service, Buggy D, BD. That might just be complete coincidence, or it might actually be like a little nod to him being part of the D clan, but who fucking knows? Except
I mean, we know.
yeah,
We do
The
know.
fans know.
The true fans.
a true fan. Next slide. To be continued.
Any questions?
Any-
So let's see.
These are JoJo
Some-
We have some JoJo
with
questions.
Family Guy in there.
So we see Guido Mista and his stand Popo Sex Pistol. Normally, those are quite tiny, about the size of bullets.
About the
But
size
it's
of a bullet.
overlaid over the character model of a very large character.
Popo's thick as hell, bro.
He is thick as hell.
He
The
does-
character on the right, actually, there he's red.
Yeah,
Okay.
his
I see
face.
something coming out of his belt there. What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a gun that he holds in his belt.
Oh, gotcha.
So Popo, me trying to do homework, and then the banana turns into a gun, procrastinating. And then at Megas Art, thanks Andy for
Another shout out.
shouting out this person from Twitter, Megas Art. I'm assuming the Giorno has all of his little hair curls have that Family Guy dog character
Yeah,
that
it's-
I don't know the name of.
His name is Brian Griffin.
yeah. That's
I'm
what
assuming
it
that's just all of the little curls.
Yeah, it is.
In his hair, it's just more of him.
So, any questions?
No, I think we were talking throughout the whole thing. I
Mhm.
think asking questions.
Yeah.
So I think.
I'm convinced that Buggy D Clown is his true name.
Me too.
I didn't even think that was up for debate. I thought it was clear.
Well, you needed.
You know what? I do have a question for a lore master such as yourself.
I know all One Piece.
Is his last name Clown?
I don't know.
Like, I thought it was just a profession
I know,
at first, but if that's like his actual last name,
Do clowns even exist in One Piece?
I mean,
thought that
Buggy.
was
Buggy's a
just-
clown.
Buggy D clown. It's just, he's the creator of the term
Oh,
clown.
that could be it.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay, I
Yeah.
never really considered that. Thank you, JT.
I don't think they call him Buggy the Clown. I think they just call him Buggy, right?
Yeah, but the clown name came from him because he's Buggy the Clown.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so all clowns are therefore named after Buggy because they're just following in his footsteps. His large, giant footsteps.
that's true. Not quite as big as Pulpo's though.
I mean, Popo's got some pretty big footsteps.
Yeah. You know,
Listen, there's gonna be a JoJo podcast another time. All right, I'm
I'd
sure.
rather not participate in such a
Well,
podcast.
We'll see. It's gonna be a solo show.
it's fun. Yeah, Pulpo's design has nothing to do with his stand. He's just fucking.
What does this actually have anything to do with One Piece and Buggy the Clown?
We just thought it would be funny to have it to be continued, and that's from JoJo's. That's what I'm assuming.
Right.
Yeah.
You're also JoJo's lore master. I didn't realize. My bad.
So that's it for that's the whole presentation.
I don't know.
Is there? Did you forget? Is there?
You-
That's it. That's it.
Wow. You know what? That's pretty amazing.
I liked it.
Very
Wow.
good. Very good.
I wouldn't go
All
there.
right, let's rate it. Let's give it a rating. Should we do that?
Yeah. Okay. I can give it a rating. Technique, 10.
I was just gonna give it an overall rating.
Style, 10.
Uh,
Formality, 10. Sexiness of the character names.
Well,
probably,
10.
10,
Pulp-
obviously.
Pulpo's a 10.
The sex appeal of the person presenting. I know you can't see him, but
10. Easy. Easy 10.
yeah,
yeah,
and
overall,
Endri
this
is
is
a 10.
this is a 10.
Yeah, me
This is
too.
fantastic.
I'd have to give it a 10 as well.
This is pretty amazing. JT, I will have to knock down your formality points because you're answering a message on your phone during a
Yes.
different
Well, the
presenter's
presentation is over.
So I will have to deduct it from
Yeah.
when you do.
Yeah, that's mine. That's -1.
Alright, oh damn.
And since I also gave you a -1, it's going to be -2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
alright.
So I'm at most an 8 on
Yeah.
mine then.
At most.
That's like a B-.
Mm.
Like if your like default is a B-, like you're fucked.
That's a passing grade.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well,
It's not
we'll
very
see
good.
How far you get. We
Yeah.
all know that yours is going to be the least high quality.
So
of
we
all
all,
of
yeah.
ours.
So you've already decided. I know you both have already decided you're gonna give mine a low grade anyway.
What are you talking about?
Why would we?
I
So you're
judge
gonna give it
fairly.
a 0, but then minus the 2 points, so it's gonna be like a.
No,
minus
I
2.
judge fairly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, me
So
too.
I guess it's my
We can
topic
just
next.
swap over. Yeah, we don't have to stop recording.
Wait, no, I want to ask you guys, what was your favorite slide?
Favorite slide? You know, let's go through it real quick.
I do like this one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you started off real strong. I don't. The only problem with this one for me is that I didn't know who the guy in the bottom was. So
What is his name? Fuck.
Cloud. Buggy D.
I mean, it's a very famous.
Yeah.
Thing, right?
It's very famous.
Very famous. It's like Coke.
That's right. No, not the ASMR. I don't know. I didn't really. The D's Nuts one was a little simple. I really like the little Akainu in front of Ace with the F. Yeah, I like
this
this
one's
one a
pretty
lot.
good.
I like this
Dora
one.
D Explorer.
I just found this shit. Like, who made this?
Dora is like a warrior for the gods or whatever. Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
I guess so.
There?
His magical backpack, the backpack fruit.
What is Diego's? Oh, just Diego.
Diego.
Diego Brando? Is that what you said?
No, that's more JoJo.
Every fucking slide I do is gonna have JoJo's next
Oh.
time.
So what? What's the name of the one JoJo's? The one JoJo? Giorgio Giovanni.
Giorgio Giovanni.
Did you know that's a reference to Giovanni Giorgio, who is Giorgio from Giorgio by Moroder by Daft Punk?
Oh, I did know that. Yes.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's it.
Do you guys
It's
like?
definitely not the Italian word for day, giorno.
Yeah. Well, that is a reference to.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, am I actually dumb? Is that serious?
Yeah, it's a guy. He was like.
That's
You
amazing.
know that song?
I know the song.
Yeah.
I know the guy. I didn't realize that. Dude, Rocky's
He
amazing.
He like invented music.
That's sick as fuck.
I don't know about that one.
Rocky did invent music.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess speaking,
Do you guys like this slide?
it's okay. I do like Shanks as a celestial dragon.
Flying fan to TV, go there. Mmm.
This is also pretty.
I
good.
do like this one.
This one might be my favorite just because of Doflamingo chilling.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's not. He doesn't even have an apostrophe. So he's using the wrong form of that.
That's great. This one's alright.
This one's.
I like the
It's
multiple
very simple.
magnifying glasses.
This is probably the closest to a serious slide in this.
Because that's the only evidence you actually have.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than literally zero evidence and it being completely a meme.
True.
Alright. How many slides in total is that?
I think 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Yep.
Alright, very
Wow.
nice.
I guess we can cut this anytime we want to just.
We can just go over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Alright, cool.
I guess
Good
this
job,
is-
Endri.
Future JT wanted this.
Or
not. Or it won't. make me look at like a dumbass.
We're gonna
I wasn't sure how much of it you were going to see when I showed it to you.
Right.
So I wanted just a very generic
Gotcha.
Ronan's bullshit corner.
What's so bullshit about this
The entire presentation is bullshit.
Does it have JoJo's at the end?
No.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
It has
-1.
there is one slide with JoJo's in it. How's that?
+1.
So
Neutral.
since this is our very first episode, I wasn't really sure what the vibe was going to be like, so I did kind of put a lot of time and effort into this, which Endri didn't.
Hey, I did spend a little bit of time making it as funny as possible.
I got 17 slides in that.
To be fair, it's not like a super serious topic,
Right.
but it is one that I thought, oh, I could talk about this for a while for.
Right, but not me.
I'm going to keep going. So I don't remember what slides are coming up next, so this will be a surprise for everybody. Ronan's Bullshit
You
Corner.
guys didn't practice.
Here we go. I didn't practice. I thought that it would be a little too like stiff.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go. It's okay to like bad media.
Wow.
I disagree.
You know what?
I find bad.
That's a good question, Andrew. I was thinking that I like some really not good shit where it's like it's bad, and I'm like, oh man, I like this anyway. And so I think on my next slide, possibly misconstrued examples, because these are things that are not what I mean. Like this is the topic that I want to make sure that you guys get. It's not these things. The so bad it's good, such as The Room. That's something that you can look at and go, haha, this is really shitty, and I like it because of like how shitty it is.
Even the cover of that.
I know.
Look at the font, and there's
Yeah.
like a reflection of the font.
Yeah.
But if you look at the R, it like goes over the reflection of it, so the reflection doesn't actually make any sense.
It's a wacky.
You're trying to tell me that The Room
By Tom
isn't
Wiseau.
like the highest quality product you've ever seen of all time?
Back.
We're back! Yay!
I don't know how much I'm gonna edit of that.
We'll see. Probably none of it.
Probably should,
Yeah.
should edit a good
Ah,
amount
fuck
of
it.
that.
Yeah, I should.
Anyway, so these are the things that I'm saying that, just to be completely clear, these are not the things I'm talking about because they're in a totally different camp of things that you like and are also bad. So the so bad is good. Stuff like The Room. We all know it's bad and we all laugh at it because it's super bad, right? We have things that are ironically bad. Stuff like, I don't know, some Filthy Frank, hand on my gat, right? It's,
And on my cat.
That's
And on my
satire.
cat.
yeah.
Real
You
hip-hop.
you understand what I mean? I don't see the. I get. It.
All right.
You get it. We all get. It.
I got a hand on my cat. What's
So
wrong
where
with
does 100 gex fit in?
100 gex is good.
that? Fuck
I don't
you.
know what you're talking
All
about.
right,
It's
yeah.
it's not bad at all.
If you like 100 gex, don't live.
I
You
don't-
know,
I
talk,
don't-
2 people in this room like 100 gex.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
do.
talk shit about it. We're gonna beat your ass. And
That's
Don't live.
I know it doesn't sound like it, but we are very large, muscular men.
Yeah.
And
You know
Endri's
JoJo's?
a
Like-
little twink.
6'4", 6'5", 250,
Mhm.
10% body fat. It's
Yeah. What about
crazy.
JoJo's?
well, we're like JoJo's characters. We're like Jonathan.
Like
Part-
early parts.
part two
Yeah.
Early
JoJo's.
part 2
Yeah.
JoJo characters.
I'm like Cars.
Oh, jeez. I didn't
Wow.
realize. I'm like part 1 Jonathan, where he's just a super massive, tiny head.
I gotta go with AC/DC personally.
What?
HDD.
I mean, you're not because we're gonna beat your ass because we
Yeah,
like a
we're gonna
we
donut
like
you.
100 gex.
Gek,
So-
gek, gek, gek.
And finally, underappreciated media. This is something that once again, other people think is bad, but you think is good. Once again, it's not really what I'm talking about. Like I don't know, like a Treasure Planet type of thing.
That's great.
It's I know, which is not.
Do people think
we're
that's
talking
bad?
I think it's
I thought it was.
underappreciated.
I thought it
for
was
sure.
just like not popular because they like Disney meant to bomb it. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. I don't know if they meant to. Like I saw that video, but
I don't.
yeah. no.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't.
I just pulled out a random example of something I think is underrated, which is not what we're talking about. We're talking about things that you know are bad. You're not trying to defend. but you're like, yeah, I like it anyway.
What's an example of something that's very bad?
You'll see, because I like
Oh,
bad things.
I like that song. It's like every time we touch, I get
Yes,
this feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
I like,
gonna get content ID match.
I like.
I heard that can happen actually.
Yeah, our singing is too good.
I like that song.
Yeah, and it's bad.
It is bad. I
Yeah,
think,
hell yeah. See, so you know what I'm talking about at least a little bit. We clicked on here. Here we go. Why I wanted to share.
That's deal.
So you got a little schnoz.
That's what you noticed. You noticed the schnoz, not the angry face Dio.
Wait, why is Steel on fire?
That's the angry face. That's the angry react.
Oh.
Angry.
Wait, this wasn't in the anime?
No, this his face like that. That's edited. If you hadn't noticed, that's where people take a normal image and then memify it by using some video or picture software, and they change it to look like something else.
Dope.
I'm looking at what this thing says, and I want to know what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
see, thank you. Someone's keeping us on track. So the whole idea is that it's the difference between something that is super high quality and then something that you just enjoy anyway. Is that something that I really kind of connect with, if that makes sense? Like, there are a lot of things that I like that aren't great. Even so, I'll like things better than things I think are better than it, if that makes sense. And this stemmed from a hypothetical that I was hanging out with the boys here, and they asked me a hypothetical saying, okay, what's better? Like JoJo's or Berserk, two manga series that I've at least read fully. They've both read Berserk.
Yeah, you've read parts 1, 2, and 3, huh?
So
4, 5?
which one's better?
And I couldn't, in good conscience, say that JoJo's was better, because
It's not.
the artistic structure, the paneling, the significance of Guts's
The characters, the
I know,
action,
like, it's
literally
really
everything.
like a masterpiece of writing.
Except maybe the comedy.
But I fucking love JoJo's, dude. So I had what's known as cognitive dissonance, and that's when reality is different from what you believe it to be. So there's dissonance, and so there are a couple options. One of which is to change your way of thinking. So, now that I think about it, Berserk is better than JoJo's, so I do like Berserk better. Or I have to change my way of thinking somehow. And so instead of thinking, since it's better, since Berserk is better, it must be my favorite, then instead we come to this whole topic of discussion of me liking things that are not that great. Even though I think JoJo's isn't the greatest example of this, I do think it is a high quality media. It's just not as good as Berserk. I just love JoJo's though. And so here we see my slide. See a little schnoz. Little schnoz in the background.
How big is that nose? Like, can you put a dick in it?
It's pretty big, probably.
Well, how big is the thing?
Like the nose?
How big is the monster? The schnoz.
It's not that. I mean, you
It's
read
pretty
Berserk.
small. If I remember, it's like
It's tiny.
Maybe
You
a
know, like
foot.
an infant
Yeah,
standing.
like the size of like
a foot.
a nose.
No, a large nose.
Like,
You could probably fit
think so.
maybe your penis in there. Andrew's or mine wouldn't fit.
nah, absolutely not. I think the thing is probably about the size of like an actual head,
Mhm.
but it's got an extremely large nose.
Oh,
Yeah, that would make
gotcha.
sense. So we can actually move on to examples.
Finally.
All right.
Yes, finally. And
Took
let me
long
tell you,
enough,
this is
Ronan.
I'm telling you, since I thought I was gonna have to fill up this entire podcast with just my topic, so I have a ton of stuff to talk about.
Okay.
Here we go. Any questions about what we're talking about? I don't think so.
That one Green Day album.
Yeah. Predictions. I will ask for examples of things that you like, things that you think are bad. Hey, you already gave me one.
Yeah.
JoJo's?
I won't expect one off the top of the dome piece.
Yeah, JoJo's.
This is slander. JoJo's is good. All right.
Parts 3,
I disagree.
3, 4, and 5 are like good sometimes, but 1 and 2 are complete dog shit.
I'm telling you, we'll have a JoJo's podcast at one point.
I'm okay if you skip parts 1 and 2. I said it. I said it.
He's saying it.
So predictions. There's a specific album I like that JT has heard and also does not like. It's called 21st Century Breakdown. It's from Green Day. It's from my childhood, and I love that album. And he thinks it's awful.
It does have 21 Guns on it.
Yes,
So
very good
that's
song.
good.
121.
Listen, your amazing singing is gonna get us. We're just gonna lose like everything.
That album?
We're gonna get shut
Yeah,
down.
that's
the album that song's off.
Yeah, that song's trash.
You don't like
Any-
that song?
No.
I like that song.
It's a good song.
And like none of the other songs.
Yeah. Okay, so predictions. You already gave me that. What you think are gonna be on here? Kind of any form of media, games, books, whatever.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Micro Machines, the PS2 game.
Ooh.
I don't think it's very good, but I kick your guys' ass in
Yeah.
it, and it's
Yeah,
fun.
you do. Micro Machines. I don't know. I think that game's pretty good. I'd say it is better than the quality of stuff that I'm going to be showing.
Oh,
though,
is
right?
it?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. So that's a pretty good example of, well, the quality that's going to show up. So I'm going to start pretty simple, pretty easy. Remember, think of your examples, stuff that you like for later.
Sure, all right.
Going to have a whole slide for that one. You guys can talk about it. So I'm going to start with pretty simple. Something that I like that's pretty shitty. Those are idle games.
Okay.
All right.
I hate those.
I
fucking
know.
games.
They suck ass.
You do nothing.
Uh,
I like a few of them.
I know. So do I. All of these things that I'm gonna show you, I do like unironically like, and I'm gonna just show off all the stuff that how awful my taste is.
So Realm Grinder is legitimately good.
Yes,
It's like
Realm
not
Grinder
shitty
is
like other
legitimately good. There are good idle games. For context, idle games are games that where you click on something for the most part, give you resources to buy things that produce more resources, which make you get more resources faster. So you buy things that give you more resources, and it is what's known as a Skinner box.
Wait,
What is a
about-
Skinner box?
Great question, JT. Andrew, you know what a Skinner box is?
I was gonna ask you, like, is Idolmaster like that?
Idolmaster, I have no idea. Famously being popularized by Berserk mangaka Kentaro Miura. No, I have no idea if Idolmaster is
My
an
next-
idle game. I think that's spelled different. IDOL, idol.
You can see a
master.
direct correlation
Oh.
between the amount of Idolmaster he plays and the amount of lollies present in.
That
in
is
Berserk.
correct, but that's a whole different topic of discussion. Skinner box, that is a psychology term where there are rats are in a box where they push a button and they're given like either food or they're given like some endorphins for like doing things that they just learn that pressing the thing gives them the happy chemicals. And so a Skinner box is exploitative in terms of gameplay, in terms of like monetization, where people will press the button and they will feel good because they're pressing the thing when it's actually not any real engagement. It's not furthering anything. They're just pressing the button and they feel good.
Well, a number gets higher.
Yeah, I love numbers getting higher, dude. The idle game, that's the idle game.
Number.
It's a time sink. It's a fucking I don't know how many times I've had like 7 different idle games and different tabs up and I'm just
Really?
like clicking between them.
No, I do one at a time.
Hey, don't put me on blast like
I have
this.
0 because they're not fun.
Yeah.
That's correct. They're not fun.
Yeah, Realm Grinder's fun.
Yeah,
You
they're
just
kind
click
of fun.
shit. That's it.
What
You
I'm,
just
I'm
Realm
not
Grinder is
trying
really
to
complicated.
defend idle games. Except maybe one. I do like Realm Grinder.
Except
Yeah.
Idolmaster. That
Realm
one's
Grinder is an idle game where there are so many fucking mechanics and there is actual like engagement. I don't think that it's impossible to have a good idle game because Realm Grinder is a great example of that. But most of them are pretty shit.
Yeah.
Most of them you
Cookie
can't.
Clicker, that's
Cookie Clicker is like by far the most popular.
Yeah.
And by far the most well known, which is why I brought it up. It's like the definition of this is exactly what it is. You don't really do anything but click.
Yeah.
You get I have
I
17
think they've added
quadrillion
stuff.
cookies.
They
Oh
got,
yeah, you
like-
get achievements.
No, there's like dungeons or something.
Really?
think
I haven't
so.
played Cookie Clicker in a while because
I haven't played. in a
I don't
while
have that
either.
much time.
The worst part of Cookie Clicker is you don't get cookies for doing it.
That's right. You don't get real cookies.
You just get a bunch of.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
may steal your cookies on the Cookie Clicker website. I
The
wouldn't
number
be
just
surprised.
goes up. No real cookies.
It's a money sink sometimes. That's my next little bullet point is that specifically in mobile games, it's very common to have like very predatory practices for people with like big gambling addictions and ooh, I can't wait for this 20-minute timer, so I'm just going to buy some rainbow gems and it's going to speed it up, which I don't know if anyone's going to defend those. It's exploitative to a ridiculous degree where I don't know if it should be.
They're trying to get that cash.
They
dude.
are trying to get that
I mean,
cash.
I guess if the game is free, it's like whatever. But if you have to pay for it and that shit's in there, that's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
that's fucked.
And I like them. I like idle games. I'll play them.
Click, click,
I
click.
like the good. I just love numbers going up, dude. Click, 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 click.
You know, you can just edit the HTML and make it as high as
Yeah.
you want.
In Cookie, well, there's an
You-
achievement
you-
for doing that in Cookie Clicker.
Oh, really?
You can what?
Yeah.
Oh, I can feel the endorphins kicking in. My brain chemicals. All right, so that's a pretty easy
All
one
right.
that we can all agree. Okay, I can see why you like it, and it's pretty bad. I don't remember what the next one is, so we'll see. I'll have to try to defend
How
myself.
many of these are there?
There are, I want to say 4 or 5.
Okay.
Vines. I totally forgot about this one. Yeah.
I kind of died.
Yes, it did.
You're talking
You're
about
correct.
TikTok now.
Vine story time. Okay. So Vines are the super short videos people would take. Very, very similar to TikTok.
You know what Vines are, Ronan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think I have to explain everything.
I don't have to explain.
Nobody's
everything.
gonna watch this.
Oh, you know what? That is a good point. So
Except Jess. Jess is gonna watch this.
why?
Why?
So the thing about Vines is that I never was on Vine when it was actually like alive. But for 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, for whatever reason, in my free time, I would just watch a shit ton of these like Vine compilations of like there's a really weird subsect of YouTube where people put up Vine compilations of very specific things.
Cringe
They're-
compilation.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Vine cringe compilation. You have Vines that butter my egg roll. All right. You have Vines that
Oddly satisfying.
oddly satisfying
sexual,
stuff like
too.
that, and I just binge so many of those,
Okay.
and so I just like injected a shit ton of Vine knowledge into my brain.
Like 99% of them aren't even fucking funny. They're just
That is
awful.
correct. Yes.
So that's 99% of your time just straight wasted.
Yes.
Then why do you watch it?
I'm not trying. Once again, I'm not trying to defend it. I like it anyway. I think some of them are funny. It's like that super fast-paced. Oh, I can't focus on too many things at such a long, short span of time. So I just gotta.
ADHD culture.
Yeah. Yes. The video's over. Punchline. Here you go. Set up punchline.
I gotta watch these videos while I'm playing 7 idle games
Exactly.
at the same time.
Exactly.
Some
You
people
got
do.
it. You understand. It's like, oh, I don't have time to understand. Even if that one was bad, it's okay. It was 12 Vines ago. All right. So that was my kind of dive into Vines a while ago, a few years back. Now, the thing is that really made me go, oh, the guys are going to hate this one. They're going to be like, wow,
Uh-oh.
you fucking...
Did you make fucking Vine?
No, I didn't.
Alright,
Okay.
okay.
I'm not quite as technologically advanced as you are.
it's to make Vines.
Don't you-
Listen.
It's so difficult.
Listen,
Right
I'm not
account.
a smart man. Fandom Vines. This is like a huge guilty pleasure thing where I was thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, this has got to be on there. This is something that sucks, and I know it does,
You like it?
but I can't stop watching. I love it.
What the fuck are Vine?
Fandom Vines. This is where a fandom will make like a Vine compilation, but they will tie like a specific character to the people in the Vines. So it's like, oh, haha, my favorite character would do that. And that's basically the entirety of it.
Okay.
So sometimes you have the super high quality ones where people will edit like PNGs of their faces above the people and they're going. And sometimes you'll have like plain white text under the characters. It's a really specific part of this specific Vine subsect of YouTube where anytime, like you'll see JoJo Vines, you'll see tons and tons of anime Vines of people putting these characters on these already established Vines. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even need to look at a Vine compilation. I could just listen to it and be like, yeah, I know those. I know what's going on. And it's pretty shitty. But I like it. I like seeing my favorite characters. Like, oh yeah, Bakugo would throw himself through a window.
That is
yes,
so
That's
Bakugo.
so
that is so him. And I don't know why. I guess I just can't stop clicking on him. It's so good. I love.
You just like clicking.
I
It's like
love
games.
clicking. I love these little characters. I love it. I feel like if I ever got into fan fiction, I would just be like done. I'd be shut into my room like, yes, yes, Naruto, yes, kiss Sasuke harder, yes.
Kiss Sonic. I'm making a Naruto Sonic crossover.
Amazing.
fandom-
I'd read that.
Fan fiction.
I'd read that.
I wouldn't.
There's some docking involved.
Ooh.
What the fuck's Doc?
Look it up later. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you can look it up later.
Go to this website.
Not that I know where that is. Oh man. Shit, I don't. You guys are not gonna like these next. All right, here we go. Your examples. Did you guys think of any?
Yep, this is good. This one's going to my cringe compilation.
So,
Bad
do
things
you
that-
guys like bad things? I feel like I might like bad things, but you guys are so high and mighty that you
I
don't
keep
like things that are
giving
bad.
people good ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That has the
I
word
do
bad
know.
in
I
it.
do know that reference. Endri, I feel like you would not like bad things because anything you like, you would like vehemently defend. You're like, no, I only like the highest quality stuff.
JoJo's.
Every time we touch, I get
Yeah.
this feeling.
That song's awful.
Yeah, I love it though.
Mhm. Why do you love it?
I don't know, I get this feeling. Every time I listen to it, I get this feeling.
Oh, I guess like reaction videos. That's like the only bad thing I like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I like them. They're just fun.
Mhm.
Or that one song, Unwritten. I don't know who it's by.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Open up the dirty window.
Yeah, absolutely. That's straight middle school, dude.
That's earlier than middle school for me.
I remember that from middle school
Yeah.
for sure.
Guys, this channel is now a reaction channel.
Yeah, we are reacting to whatever Endri says.
We're gonna watch JoJo's and we're gonna react to
Yes.
funny stuff like Dio saying it's me, Dio. Or calling
Yeah,
Dio
it's
that.
incredibly funny.
Remember
So
the-
you don't think JoJo's is good?
No, I think some of it is really good.
Mhm.
Some of it is like actually kind of bad.
Mhm.
Like I think the first two parts are genuinely kind of bad.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I
Disagree.
played Smash 4 competitively.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my God! Why didn't I didn't even think of that?
Yeah, I was 13th in Chicago
Mhm.
at my PR peak,
Yeah.
and that game's shit.
Yeah. I do love some Smash 4. That could have totally been an entire
Yeah.
slide.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about JoJo's and why, like, feelings for it.
Yeah.
So the first two parts I think are legit bad. Like I had to like struggle through them.
I'm holding
I
myself
like-
back, just
I
so
like when Joseph goes like, "Next, you're gonna say," and then
And
they
he-
say the thing that he says
Yeah.
that they're gonna say.
I do love that.
That was fun, yeah. So part 1 and 2 have like some funny stuff in it that makes me watch it. But besides that, it's awful. Like all the side characters in like parts 1 and 2 are just awful.
I'm dying, but okay, keep going.
Like the only good character in part 1 is Dio. The only good character in part 2 was like Stroheim and like Joseph. That's pretty much it for part 2.
So why do you like it then?
I didn't say I like part 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. Why do you like JoJo's as a whole then?
It's very entertaining. It's like
Want to elaborate on that?
it's a popcorn show. You could just turn your brain off and
Mhm.
just enjoy. Funny vampire guy does funny pose.
Mhm.
He does do a funny
He
pose.
does do a funny pose.
Part 3, it's like it's my favorite just because it's the most entertaining.
Mhm.
Like but I do think it actually gets good at points. Like when they get to Egypt, I think some of those episodes are legitimately good,
Yep.
especially like near the end. And like the Dio fight in part 3 is like the best thing in all JoJo's.
Disagree, but okay, keep going.
So that's why part 3 is my favorite. And part 4, some of it is good, some of it's pretty entertaining, but some of it's also like whatever, like very skippable. Part 5, it's kind of the same shit, where some of it's good, some of it's very entertaining, some of it's very skippable.
This is already a JoJo's podcast, and I don't like it.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Just cut it out.
Oh, I can edit it all out.
You're the one who edits these, so you can just get it out. But it won't take away from the fact that you had to
literally
listen to it.
only my slide.
I mean, it makes sense. We're talking about why we like certain bad
okay.
No,
things.
yeah, no, I understand.
Okay, so the next one is not necessarily that bad. Okay, but it has like a lot of bad shit in it that I look over because I like it a lot. And here we go, Simp Cat.
Oh,
We got Persona 5.
Morgana with Bayonetta.
That's right, and he's doing a little okay
Yeah,
symbol.
it is.
Yeah, you gotta punch
That's
them.
not below the waist though.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that a rule? Is
Yeah,
that
it's a rule.
Yeah, it's gotta be like thigh
Yeah.
high.
Huh. Speaking of thighs, so it's not that bad. I think this is probably the best media on this list that I have.
You had fucking Berserk on here.
I wouldn't even consider it bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad necessarily. I think that there's a lot of bad qualities to it though,
Yeah.
which is what I want to
Well,
point
it's a
out.
JRPG.
Yeah, like I really wanted to put this on here because both of you have played like a little bit of Persona 5. So and you both dropped it. So obviously there are reasons why you guys didn't like it.
There was no gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, you're for someone who's not into JRPGs, yeah. Yeah, that
I'm
makes sense.
I'm a big Dragon Quest fan, so I'm all down for the kill enemies a bunch of shit ton of times
Yeah.
and then fight a boss.
And you still dropped it. So what made you go?
Well,
Ugh.
it's the like the numbered days thing. It's like deadline anxiety, but in a video game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Okay. Cool.
Didn't Majora's Mask have like a deadline?
Oh, it reset.
That's a little different.
Yeah, it's very different.
I'd say Majora's Mask. The time mechanics in Majora's Mask are much more nuanced than those in Persona 5. It does an incredibly good job. Anyway, those are your guys' thoughts. So pretty much every aspect of the game, I have some like major flaw with it, which sucks. And that is, so the writing is bad. Like, I think that is like by far the worst part of Persona 5 is that its writing kind of sucks.
I thought the story was supposed to be pretty good.
It kind of like the overall story of where it takes it. Okay, it's cool. It makes sense. Teenagers kill God at the end. Yeah, it's a JRPG. Makes
That's
sense.
what spoilers.
Spoilers for every single JRPG ever. Oh my god.
Spoilers galore.
But like the dialogue,
spoilers.
I don't know if this is just like
Except for a Seinfeld episode.
I don't know if this is just the aftermath of like being translated from Japanese, but the dialogue is so unnatural, like at all times. There's one character, Futaba, who's in there, who's like lol XD gamer girl.
I love gamer girls. If
And,
you're a gamer girl listening to this, hit me up on MySpace.
and the dialogue, it just makes me cringe a lot, and that is not good because I really do like love all of the characters, but man,
That's too bad.
I know it's too bad. The gameplay can be pretty repetitive at times, and I know it's a JRPG, so that happens. But when you know what you're doing, it's like, okay, find their weakness, press R1, do it, all out attack. Okay, next, and it tends to go on for a while. And I get that it can get a little grindy at times, especially with like the in-game time system where you have to level up your stats, and it takes a really long time. That's like the worst part of the game by far, of just like grinding out stats.
It's like Pokemon, kind of.
It's like worse than that because grinding out the stats in Persona 5 is like your social stats. Like, oh look, you go to a bathhouse every night and your charm increases after a while. Or it's like it's just
Not fun.
it's not fun. You know what I mean?
In Pokemon, I would just do like the EXP cheat where you just get like double EXP.
I'd say that's more fun
That's
than grinding
unethical.
social stats.
So-
That is unethical.
I don't play Pokemon for the
We're-
fucking grinding.
We're ethical gamers here.
So when JT first tried some Persona 5 and he told me about it, and I didn't really get this one criticism he said until I played it again, where he said that it looked like ass.
Yes.
And I said, what? No. No, what are you talking
Look at the
about?
screen. There's a cat thing. That's also bad.
That looks sick. What are you talking
So
about?
in game, there are a few characters who actually look like PS2 models,
Yes.
and it runs on a PS4.
Shout out to Berserk 2016.
That is correct. Shout outs to Berserk 2016. So it like there are times when it looks like ass. The gameplay is not good at times. The story is bad. The dialogue is bad. But I like it a lot. All right, I've put like 300 hours into Persona 5 and Royal. It's got style out the fucking ass, dude. I love like all the transitions. I love like the colors. I think that really fits in with themes of the gameplay of like
The UI is
oh
flawless.
yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. I love the colors. I love like the characters themselves are like very flashy and flamboyant characters, and I think the style of the game reflects that incredibly well. I just love it. It's so good. I like the gameplay. I like the repetitive gameplay. No matter like I like the music going. I'm like, oh yeah, yes. I like the style. I love it.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even get to the gameplay.
Yeah,
so
probably
I just
not.
kept having to cut. I just kept getting cutscenes and I kept skipping
Mm.
them.
True.
And that was like 10 minutes later. I'm
That's
like,
how the game was meant to be played.
I was like, fuck this.
And I was gonna talk a little bit more about Royal, but I've already talked about Persona 5 for I think a little too long. You guys are checking out a little bit, so I'm
Yes.
just gonna move on to our last example. And if I could just get a drum roll, please, from you guys. Thank you,
I'm
Endri.
holding the mic. So
All right, what I think to be like the absolute worst thing I
It's
like?
gotta be the Green Day album.
It's not. Endri, you can stop the drum roll. It's all good. This piece of media is so bad.
All right.
All right, it's real shitty, but I really like it. I have a great time.
If you say Infinite Jest,
Oh, dude, you already know it's not Infinite Jest. It's bad. This is really bad. I'm hyping it up
all right.
because I'm scared to show this
You're stalling.
my awful taste.
Give us a hint. No, don't. I want
It's
What kind of medium is it?
animated.
Animated.
Is
Yes.
it Western?
Yes.
Is it a children's
Korra.
show?
You like Legend of Korra?
Oh,
I know it's not Korra.
dude, it's not Korra.
Korra's ass.
Is it a TV show?
Yes.
Is it for children?
Animated TV show.
Is it for children? No, it's not meant for children, but children could watch it.
You're Big Mouth.
No.
You like Steven Universe.
Is it
No.
the Cleveland Brown show?
I'm gonna click. Ready?
Stars.
It's no, dude. Fuck you. I love me some Beastars. It's good. It's Ruby.
Ruby.
I thought this was Japanese.
I've not seen it.
No, it's not. It is
I don't know.
Western. It's definitely anime inspired. This is a piece of shit media, dude. It's really bad.
I don't know enough about it to roast you on it.
That's okay.
I saw-
You don't need to. I have some gifs of its animation.
Okay.
I've only seen stills and it looked like garbage.
Oh, it's worse in motion.
It looks like that one the 3D Iron Man show that was on
Mhm.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
You know
that
what I'm
show.
talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I haven't seen it. It's probably better than this piece of shit. So obviously, if you guys don't have any thoughts on it, that's cool. I originally watched the first 2 volumes of Ruby in high school when one of my friends suggested I watch it, and I watched like the first 2 volumes. And I was like, "Wow, this is bad."
How
And
many
I never.
episodes is that?
They're pretty short episodes. They're like 13 minutes each, and they're like 12 or 13 episodes in a volume.
26.
So it's
Damn,
pretty fast, but
That's a lot.
it's so I.
Yeah, I like it.
So I watched those, and I like stopped watching it. I was like, okay, this kind of sucks. I'm never gonna watch this again. And recently, there's this one YouTube channel I watch where they started a Ruby podcast where they just talked about like every volume for like a couple hours. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember watching that. Haha, I remember that being bad. And so I watched it to catch up, and I was like, oh haha, I like it now. Shit, this is bad. So
That escalated quickly.
Ah, shit.
yeah, so I'm now caught up to Ruby.
Oh
And
my
don't get me
God.
wrong, it gets better, but it's still bad.
All right.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the animation problems. The image I have on screen, this isn't like edited or anything. This is a main character, and in the first volume, all the background characters were just shadows.
That
Like
was-
they
This is actually just Kingdom Hearts. Those are heartless.
That's right.
that was
So
sick.
he's like in this scene, he's giving a speech to just a crowd of people they didn't want to animate.
Okay.
So I have some gifs. I hope they work. Here we go. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that sliding along the ground. Yo, yo, do, 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 do.
It's actually ice that she's walking.
That's
It's
right.
Green ice.
Most of these are going to be from the first volume because the animation does get better, but it's really fun
I-
to make fun of how bad this
I
is.
do enjoy watching this.
Oh, I have some more. Here we go. Boom. Look at that.
my- This just that looks like straight. This looks out of a fucking Flash game.
I know. It's. Oh, jeez. I don't know how I put up with this shit.
I enjoy this.
See that? Look at that.
Who green?
Look at that little dip.
Yeah, I saw. She jumps
Oh.
in the air.
This is pretty fun to look through these. Look at him.
Take a little sip.
He didn't even sip it. He eats it.
Nom.
All right.
Takes a bite out of the fucking coffee
Oh
cup.
man, it's just to show off just how. So don't get me wrong, there are more problems with Ruby, but it just looks so bad.
There we go.
No. This is worse than Ruby.
So this
because-
is the most
No,
recent
shut up,
volume of
shut up,
Ruby.
Let me explain. This is worse than fucking Ruby because this is from like one of the best looking piece of art I've ever seen, and this is just like the biggest like fuck you ever. Like I'd rather watch this than get shit on.
The Ruby one's more fun because this is a huge disappointment.
Yeah, these are like, oh, I never expected it to be anything. So it's funny when they dip below nothing.
Wait. Let it
Yeah.
let it replay. Is that Anna Rolando in the back?
I wish.
She
they got
steps on
Anna
nothing.
Rolando.
She steps on nothing, dude. Oh man, I could make fun of Ruby animation for a while, but I'll keep going. So
What the fuck is that?
You got more Ruby.
I'm telling you, this is the piece of shit that I like hate.
This is
but
part
I
2 of
love
5.
I'm pretty sure this is the last slide for Ruby.
Oh, okay.
I get it. Hey, I know for next time, shorten it up a little bit. I'm losing you guys a little bit. I get it. But JT's just gonna bring the heat on his, so I know it's gonna
I've
be
already
great.
brought the heat. It's
So-
been brought.
Character problems, story problems, like. I think the story writers are actually retarded.
Literally mentally retarded.
They have like these horribly bad racial allegories with like furry people. They have characters that make no goddamn sense and they flip flop sides all the time. It's a piece of shit. All right, it's a mess. I don't even like.
What do you like about it?
I'll get there. The music is bad. All right.
Alright, that's bad. This is bad.
It's
That's
so
I love
bad.
it though.
All right, it's like almost comical. Like it's very lyrical, almost like musical music, if that makes sense. And it's just like it's the corniest rock shit. All right, there's one song I do really like, and it's pretty bad. but I like it anyway. It's on my big old Spotify playlist. So the things I do like, finally we get to the things I actually like, is that there's zero subtlety in it. Like,
That's what you
at
like
all.
about
Yeah,
it?
I do like that
Why
quite
would
a
you
bit.
like that?
It's like super anime inspired, so they just like do shit where I'd be like, oh man, if I were making something, I'd be so like, I wouldn't even want to suggest something so corny and awful. Like the start of the second volume, they just have like a full on like big old food fight where they're like throwing stuff around, they're like smashing watermelons into each other. It's bad.
Break your face.
All right,
It's a
but I
watermelon.
really just like how just ape shit they go, where they just have no idea of what subtlety is. I think it's fun. I like the character
Is it
interactions.
intentionally bad, or do they?
I don't think so. I think it's meant to be good. It's just bad anyway.
Okay.
I do like something I really like about Persona, which is something I was going to talk about more, but I'm speeding up a little bit. Is that I really like when I see characters I enjoy and I just see them interact a ton of times, and I like that. I really like it. I like seeing what they would do in situations with each other. It's fun. I like their designs. It's cool. It's a great time. I don't even know if I like the story or not because it's pretty bad, but I get to see characters I like do stuff.
Do you legitimately like these characters?
I do, and I like the more I talk about it, I don't know why.
What do you like about like this character?
Weiss,
You see her eyes, dude? They're like the size
They're
of what her head
huge.
should be.
she starts off as like a total bitch, and then
She's just a stereotype.
she like
a
she
tsundere
starts as a stereotype, and she kind of continues to be a little bit.
or an archetype.
But she's fun. I like how she starts off real mean to everybody because she's a bitch, and then she's like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't be a bitch." She's fun. It's great.
Did she find?
She's not quite best girl.
Did she find Jesus?
She doesn't find Jesus because he doesn't exist in this universe. I think the rest of the fandom
Or Ruby's universe.
the rest of the fandom can be a little cringe at times too, because it really appeals to like that Tumblr side of the internet.
Oh, like the fucking SJW. kind
I
of
mean,
shit.
a little bit.
Yeah,
So.
you heard it here first. This podcast is alt-right.
Go Hitler.
Whoa, you should edit that one out. I don't know about that one.
I think it's fine.
Well, it's obviously, like, we're not being serious.
Hey,
We're being
Just saying.
serious, by the way.
so I don't really interact with the rest of the fandom because it's like
Right.
they like it and
Except
they
for Connor?
don't. What?
Is Connor into this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
That's disappointing.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd be retarded enough
I
to
would
like
have
this
expected
shit.
Connor to be into this.
no, I don't think so. So it's like I don't really interact with the community who thinks all of it is genuinely good because that they do exist.
Wait, what with the animation? Like, you cannot say that is
It's
good.
bad. To be fair, it gets much
No, no,
better.
Also, to be fair,
Wait,
I
wait.
enjoyed watching it.
What?
True.
What is the fandom that legitimately thinks this is good? What do they say about the animation?
I think pretty much everyone says it's bad.
Okay, that's fair.
But they all go like, oh, but it gets like way better.
Does
Which
it?
it does get way better than that shit. But it's still like not great. It's pretty plasticky looking. Volume 8 is the last thing I wanted to mention is that the first episode of Volume 8 came out last week. And it's
Yay.
for like people on like the Rooster Teeth website if they're like a patron or something, they get that episode. And so everybody else has to wait a week. And so the first episode of the most recent volume came out today. I watched it. I liked it.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
All right.
I
Flat
feel
Earth.
like
Why do you have flat Earth?
That's just what it
it
is.
was like
This
I
is a
couldn't think of a
picture.
single thing. Honestly, I was like, oh, okay, what can I put to finish this off in the shittiest way possible?
JoJo memes?
I should have thought of JoJo memes.
Yeah.
Instead, we have flat
Mine
Earth.
ends with JoJo.
Mhm.
memes.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No,
Lying
it
son of a
So
bitch.
I thought I would have more to talk about here, but since obviously I'm speeding through it a little more, I'll just move on.
Kerchow.
That's the end of my presentation. Why it's okay to like bad media
All right.
and all the bad media I like. Feel free to not respect me or my opinion from now on.
So
Too late.
way too much Ruby and
Yeah.
Not enough
you
JoJo's.
spent too much time on Persona.
Yeah.
My eyes were glazing over.
Yeah, I like Citizen Kane. That's good.
Citizen
Rosebud
Kane is good, but it's not great.
See, that's good media.
It's overrated.
I can be
All right.
pretentious.
So is that you gonna give your rating?
I'd give mine like a 5.
Yeah, 5. I mean, it was definitely not as good as mine.
No, of course.
No, like,
because
I'm-
that's because I tried.
I'm serious.
I know you're serious.
That would be a 5 too.
Yeah. All right.
Would you say his was worse than mine?
Yours was I did. You didn't talk about Ruby for half an hour.
I think
Let's go.
mine was fast paced enough to keep people's attention. It was
Mhm.
good.
All right. That's it.
So I wonder how long mine's gonna take.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I told you that is gonna be rough because I
I guess it doesn't really matter.
I originally thought I was gonna have to fill up the entire fucking podcast with mine.
Just double his audio speed when you.
Oh, I'm looking at Endri's
Alright,
beautiful
so here's
face.
mine. Soup or poop.
Uh huh.
Put the mic there.
Oh yeah, my bad.
This is a weighing of the pros and cons of soup by me, JT Nelson.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You want to give some context, or is that a slide?
So, well, I guess we'll more get into it.
I like the design of it. I think.
It looks clean.
Yeah, it looks clean.
So, you guys aren't the boys, but so I don't like soup.
Soup's delicious, bruh.
I guess
like-
we're all putting out our shitty takes.
Yeah.
Broccoli cheddar soup is
So
fire.
I'm sure that there are like some foods that are like have to be soup, and I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure they taste fine, whatever. But,
Water
like,
is soup.
soup.
Oh, that's actually a different take. He doesn't like water either, so I
Soup-
wouldn't put that in the space.
That's a whole different.
Any
thing.
liquid is a soup if it is in a container.
So,
Fight
so in general, soup like chicken noodle soup, I would rather just eat like chicken and noodles than have to like fucking use a spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, spoon.
Yeah, spoon.
Too good for a spoon.
Endri, what's the best utensil?
It's the fork.
There you go.
I'm telling you, a fork is almost objectively superior to chopsticks.
Fork.
Fuck the spork. The fork.
It's
It
so.
can get you. The only thing it can't get you is liquid.
Listen, I know what my topic's gonna be next time.
Fork and a spoon is the only two utensils you need.
Why sporks are better than
Alright.
forks.
Fuck a spork.
Alright,
You don't know what I do in my free
So
time.
thesis is soup good or bad?
What the fuck is this?
Are you asking us, or is that?
No, this is
hypothetical?
just like what's going on.
Do you
in
know these
this.
people or?
No, they're good and bad. Look at them.
Oh.
Who's the good one?
I don't know. I would imagine the one that's dressed as an angel.
I thought you
She
meant
got like
like.
butterfly wings though.
I thought you meant like with, by good or bad. You're implying like one is pretty, the other is not pretty.
I thought you were implying which
No, it
one.
says, is soup good or bad?
I thought you were implying which one tastes good.
I mean, they both like, they look fine with the people.
They look
I
like
think
people,
I would
yeah.
rather eat soup than either
Yes,
of those.
I
two.
would.
Yeah,
I
me
would.
too.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not literally not a cannibal.
Yeah. All right. So first we'll go over the bad.
Don't be bad.
Oh, I was like, hey, you might want to cut that out, by the way, earlier. You knowing what was on your slide. Okay, I see how it's going to be.
So first we're gonna go over the bad. Here's like a rundown, and then we'll go past it.
Yeah.
So tomato soup is the first thing. We got COVID, which we all know about.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Warhol.
You know, I actually heard that he was not a rapist.
Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Andy Warhol being a rapist or not.
Isn't that what? Or I'm thinking somebody, maybe another Andy. Not
I
Andy.
mean, that would also be bad. So
Yes.
it works.
Alright, I thought you
A
was
little personal history.
Yep.
You bad.
With a story of mine that has to do with soup.
Yeah, of course.
And then Nazi ties, possibly.
Really, I didn't know soup had ties to Nazism.
Yeah.
Nazi
And
origin.
this is the Ku Klux Klan here.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have anything to do with soup that I know of.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've all eaten soup at some point, but
Which means that they must be bad.
no. It's just that's bad, so it goes. With
No,
the
they're bad because they like soup.
Oh, I see.
That's the only reason.
Yes. So tomato soup. Like Campbell's soup, the condensed tomato soup that we
Yes.
like all know, was actually invented in 1897 by this guy Joseph.
Is this true?
That's true. That's a true thing.
She doesn't like it very much.
Yes. So I fucking hate tomato soup. It like makes me nauseous.
It's okay.
Well, do you like normal tomatoes?
No.
Oh, then why the fuck
They
would
don't,
you like?
well, they don't
tomato
make me
soup?
nauseous though. But
Oh,
tomato
okay.
soup makes me nauseous.
All right, fair.
It's like normal potatoes don't make me nauseous, but mashed potatoes make me
I
nauseous.
love mashed potatoes.
No, they're disgusting.
And delicious.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who likes bad things. See, you should have brought up soup. Oh my god,
Idiot.
All right, and it makes me want to puke. So that's what the arrow is there for.
that's
Yeah.
you puking
That's
after
me.
smelling
that's
tomato
that's
soup.
a selfie I took the other day.
Mm. I didn't know we were doing face reveal
How
this early.
How is it a fucking selfie when you don't have? Oh, your third arm.
Yeah, my third leg's up there.
No, it's just a.
It's behind the soup picture.
Yeah, you can't see. All right. So the COVID culprit. So this is where COVID-19 originated with bat soup. This woman Wang Mengyun, I'm probably saying it incorrectly. She invented COVID-19 in
Yeah.
This bitch.
2019.
Not cool.
Some people will say that this is actually a clip from 2016 where she's making a vlog. That's a lie. And actually, she invented COVID-19.
Okay, can we trust you on that?
Why
Can I get
not?
a fact check?
I mean, he just said it was so
Yeah.
I believe him.
Alright.
Why would I lie to you guys?
I don't know.
To further your agenda of hating soup.
My agenda.
So is that Batman over there?
So he's saying not cool. Batman thinks that it's not cool to eat bats
Why?
because it starts COVID.
So are you implying that Batman is also bad if he's?
No, he's saying this is not cool. So the bad thing, is over here, he's like not cool.
I thought it was a big old arrow pointing to Batman
It
that says
he's
not
saying
cool.
not cool.
That's a speech bubble. Oh, I thought you were labeling Batman as not cool.
Why the fuck would he? Literally not true. Okay, so is this whole podcast about exposing Big Soup?
No.
Just this
You said
portion.
that. You said that a little hesitantly. On the down low.
I'm not sponsored by Big Soup.
Of course you're not. You're
That's
trying to
right.
expose
You're
them.
trying to expose it.
Yeah, I'm trying to expose it.
What are they up to? Who runs them?
This is.
Oh, that's Big Soup.
That's Big Soup.
So this is Andy Warhol's, and like I think his wife or something.
I
did this.
don't actually know who Andy Warhol is.
Andy Warhol was an artist in the 80s, I think. 70s.
I'm thinking of a different Andy who was an alleged rapist.
I mean, you did your research, right?
Yeah, of course.
I do know Andy War. I've heard the name.
So he did like that one Marilyn Monroe painting where she's got like the really bright blonde hair and like, really bright
Yeah,
lipstick or whatever. That was also Andy Warhol.
Which we don't have on the slide, just
No,
because
this-
fuck you.
Yeah, this is soup. This is
Yeah.
soup.
Eat it.
So
It's
this,
good
if
for
you
you.
look, they all say different things. These are actual separate paintings. They're physical things made by Andy Warhol, and so it's called Campbell's. What is it? Fucking Campbell's soup cans. That's what it's called. Campbell's soup cans. A lot of people refer to it as 32 Campbell's soup cans, but that's actually not what it's called.
I mean, I'm not going to count them, but are there 32?
There
Well,
are.
it's
Well,
8 by 4.
Yeah.
I can't be fucked to count that high.
Okay. And
complicated.
like this is art. This is
Yes.
art.
Like, literally,
It is
undeniably
literally-
art.
It's literally art, but like, come on, Andy. This is fucking stupid.
I'm trying to grasp why this has anything to do with why soup is good or bad.
Shitty. Look at this. This is art.
What? That's your point?
That's fucking stupid of you. It's just art. It doesn't have to be cool.
Man, this man was so dedicated to soup that he made a
He
bunch
wasn't
of.
even dedicated to soup.
He hated soup. He wanted to
So
kill
he was like
soup.
asked why he did this, and he said that he liked soup. And like, oh, he said-
So are you saying people who eat soup will turn into fanatics
But-
like
but-
this?
They'll turn into Nazis.
people also say that he was like joking when he said that. So who knows?
So what exactly is your point with Andy Warhol?
That's just shitty.
It's not that bad. I like the concept.
It makes people make shitty art when
Yeah,
they like
what
soup.
even is this? It's just soup. It's different kinds of soup. Like, good job.
You know this was sponsored by Big
You
Soup.
can paint soup cans. Good job, Andy.
I hope Campbell's threw him a check.
All right, now this is my
Oh.
this is my actual dad.
This is his.
Can we get a moment of silence for my father, please?
Alright, moment over.
All right, moment's over. So this is my dad who
That's,
did.
that's not a joke. That is his literal
he
father.
did actually die in 2017 and was actually born in 1966.
What a fucking idiot.
He died. He passed away in Cornerstone Community Outreach, which is a soup kitchen. In
Oh
Chicago.
no.
Big Soup is getting to you, man. You're making all these soup connections.
So yeah, so I hate soup because my dad died in a
So
soup
wait.
kitchen.
He died because of soup,
He
or
was in a soup kitchen.
I see.
The soup was definitely involved.
So do you guys know the soup Nazi
No,
No, I
from,
can't.
from Seinfeld?
I'm not aware
I don't know, I've
of
never seen
the
that.
soup Nazi.
You don't really?
You know the baseline though, right?
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah. Okay. JT will edit that right about here.
Will I do that?
Yeah, probably not.
You get copyright
So I
strikes.
guess you guys don't know what my joke is here.
No. I mean, I had an entire fucking slide, 2 slides for Ruby,
Okay.
so you can explain
So-
what the fuck is
so
soup Nazi
Ignoring
is.
what I'm presenting here.
Yes.
All right. In Seinfeld, there is an episode called the Soup Nazi, and there's like a soup place you buy soup. But they call him the Soup Nazi because he's like very strict, and like if you don't follow exactly his rules, he'll say no soup for you.
So he's not a literal Nazi.
He's not
in the
actually a
show.
Nazi. They call him a Nazi because he's like
Very strict, yeah.
Because he believes in the Third Reich, and
yeah, and I believe Jerry Seinfeld is Jewish.
he's also a Nazi Jew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld is confirmed Jew Nazi.
I don't know.
You heard it here first.
I may have to fact check that one.
So I kind of thought you might know that.
No
Who is
idea.
Soup
I think I've heard that term before, but I've never seen Seinfeld.
So I was gonna present this as white supremacy. that you
White
got-
supremacy,
Yeah,
yeah.
white supremacy up here. And he said no
Supremacy.
soup for Jew is what is.
I seen that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it's actually no soup for you, so it's a little pun.
Okay. It's supremacy.
Yeah.
Is that the like the Greek and Latin root of supremacy is actually tied to soup?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I do like soup.
I still like soup. I don't know if you've
Yeah, this
convinced me
isn't
quite yet.
convincing me. I don't see the ties to big soup
Okay,
yet.
well, this is the soup Nazi. I pretty much just explained the whole thing just
Yep.
now.
No soup for Jew.
No soup for Jew. He hates Jews, but he loves soup. So what does that say?
So he's a soup Nazi.
If you like soup, you're a Nazi.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Huh.
So here I got put a Q&A section.
Okay. I still like soup. So
Yeah,
what's
it's
wrong? What's wrong with me?
That's
What's
minus
no. I'm gonna ask a question. Hold on.
Okay.
So I still like soup.
Sure.
How can I fix myself? Obviously, I have a problem. I don't want to be a Nazi.
You gotta find Jesus, right?
So Jesus is one way.
That's the best way.
You can subscribe to Scientology. I believe they have anti-soup messaging.
You gotta fight big soup.
You really gotta red pill yourself.
Mhm.
You know, there's no way I've given you
All the evidence you
facts.
need.
I
I'm convinced.
Yeah,
It
and
tastes good.
I'm literally convinced.
You only think that because you've been conditioned to think that.
So
By
what?
big soup,
I
yeah.
just stop eating soup.
Yes.
Yeah.
You hate
You
soup?
gotta- doesn't matter how hard that red pill is to swallow. You gotta swallow it.
Drinking soup.
No. No
'Cause
soup.
It's not real food. It's like water with food in it.
Maybe I'm being radicalized by soup. I didn't
You're being
realize.
red-pilled by soup.
Yeah.
You know big soup's out there and they're watching us.
Man.
They don't like us talking about these things.
Yeah.
I had
You're
like
gonna get this video taken down.
I had
Yeah.
soup yesterday.
They're gonna get us gunned down in the street like a dog, you know?
Alright. Next, we're gonna talk about the good things about soup, the pros.
Oh, I thought that was the end of the slide. Oh,
No.
all right.
Literally nothing.
We got the whole. We got the pros and cons.
I didn't realize you had pros. So maybe it's okay if I like soup.
We'll get there.
Oh.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
You
okay.
already know.
So here we got. First, we're gonna go through cinema. Some cinema things. Soup. Some web series. Christian rap.
Mm.
My
which,
favorite
when
kind of
I
rap.
found this out, I was pogging. And then a secret.
It's not-
Fourth pro.
That's not
Ooh.
a secret. That's just redacted.
It's been redacted because I want it to be a secret.
No, it's
I want
just-
you to know that there's another one there, so I put redacted.
It just says redacted.
Yeah.
It does say redacted.
It's to show us that there's a secret one that we
No,
don't
it
know
just
about.
says redacted.
You haven't unlocked it yet.
No, it's just redacted.
So, soup in cinema. So, in 1982, I'll go chronologically here. In 1982, there was this movie called Soup for One.
Why is it not chronologically ordered? Why is it random?
So, there was this movie called Soup for One, and apparently it was like, it's basically like softcore porn
For soup?
called Soup for One. But, so, like, nobody liked it when it came out. But actually, the soundtrack is supposed to be really good,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting. And then we got, what's next?
In the soup.
In the Soup, 1992, featuring Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, that does look like Steve Buscemi.
It's kind of funny looking.
He is kind of funny looking. We just watched Fargo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Oh, you betcha.
You
Oh,
bet.
You betcha. And that's, I don't know what that's about.
He's a,
It just has soup in the name.
Soup in the
Do you know like the critical reception or
I don't know.
anything?
No,
it's the
so
worst.
it's just the name soup is in it.
In the soup it came out.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Then we got Spicy Love Soup, which
That sounds like that should be the one that's softcore porn.
Yeah. It's got a bunch of hearts and shit.
so that's I don't know what country that's from.
I think it's Japanese.
It looks more Chinese, but okay.
I know There's a Secret in My Soup is Chinese, I believe.
Mhm.
So I know a little bit more about There's a Secret in My Soup.
Mhm.
No, I think it's Chinese.
So There's a Secret in My Soup came out in 2001, and it's loosely based off of what's known as the Hello Kitty murders.
This is a pro for soup, you said? Makes sense.
These
There are a couple problems.
This might sound like shit.
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah, well. All right. Where was I? There's a Secret in My Soup is based off of the Hello Kitty murders that happened in China. And
In where?
China.
Why do you say it that way? It's just China.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
China.
China. So, Hello Kitty murders, right? So it's three guys, and then there was this like waitress who was like rude to them. So they like raped her for 30 days, and then like beheaded her, and then put her head in a Hello Kitty mask thing, I believe. And then the way they found the head, and they didn't know who did it. But the way they found out who did it was that one of the three guys had a 13-year-old girlfriend.
The fuck?
And the girlfriend was like, "This is where the body is," to the cops. and then they got found out. And that's the Hello Kitty murders, which apparently There's a Secret in My Soup is based off of.
As someone who was formerly on the pro soup side, why is this a
No, it's cool because it's it's a movie.
it's a movie.
Yeah, it's got history in cinema, and I enjoy movies.
Okay.
I know you guys enjoy movies.
Yeah, I
as
do
well.
like
I do
movies.
like movies.
Also, what does that story have to do with soup? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and then we got. I gotta go back to here.
Ooh.
We got the.
Oh, that transition.
All right.
Stepping it up a little
Okay.
We
bit.
got The Soup. Came out in 2017. This is a Korean movie.
Yep.
I don't know what it's about, but I assume it has to do with these these characters that are on the poster.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I hope Soup's involved in
So
some
it came out in 2017. So
Yeah,
why does
yeah.
it say 2018 07
So I
on the
noticed that
bottom?
too. I don't know, like Wikipedia and like a few places said 2017, but
Yeah.
the poster says 2018.
I think it might be wrong.
So I don't know.
Hmm.
But according to the
It's
internet,
another win for soup, apparently.
And then we got
There are
1933.
You hit it with a double switch
we
up.
got the four Marx Brothers came out with Duck Soup.
I love the Marx Brothers.
I don't really know anything about this.
It's about ducks and soup.
It's about Duck Soup, and it came out in 1933.
I just find it curious that the one movie about soup that you did know a lot about was the most
Maybe-
damning soup movie.
Maybe my biases are coming out here.
Yeah.
All right, we got an honorable mention here.
Spelled the incorrect way, of course.
Yeah. Yes, I'm English.
Mhm.
This is Couch Soup. This is an image from Couch Soup, which is a mini festival started in 1997, and it's 31 page plays in an hour with 2 women and 2 men and 1 couch.
Yeah.
What are these fucking identity politics coming to my soup?
No, that's what it's.
I hate identity politics.
What identity politics?
You mentioned their genders.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's like what it is. So you have like 2
This is
female
just
characters
forced
and 2 male
diversity.
characters. It's like equal between genders.
It's just so forced.
So why do you say it's right up my alley, JT?
Well, because you did too much light, maybe makes the baby go blind.
That is correct. I
What?
did do that in
You're
high school.
Theater.
Why do these SJWs ruin my plays about soup?
I don't think
This
they're
is an
about soup.
alt-right channel, Endri. We don't bring up the SJW word.
What? This would be the exact time to talk about SJWs.
So this is Couch Soup, which is
Why is this an honor?
because it's not a movie.
Okay.
And you don't really like plays like this.
Yeah, not really.
Who gives a shit about plays? They're boring.
Yeah.
All right, now we got my favorite kind of show, web shows,
Uh-huh.
where they react to things.
I love.
So in 1991, I actually don't know if it's 1991. I tried to remember what year it was.
Yeah.
So it could have.
It very well could have been a
It's
different
probably like
one.
1995.
You didn't
or
look it up.
something. No, I could have. It could have taken me 2 seconds because it was already in my search history. But I thought it'd be funny if it was wrong.
All right.
Talk Soup
Mm-hmm.
was a show in the 90s. I know it was the 90s. Where it's like every week they would they would show highlights from talk shows and shit and like news that were funny, and then they would like react to them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, whoa. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Mhm.
And that was on for like a decade or some shit.
Okay.
People liked it, yeah. And that led to the creation of The Soup with Joel McHale.
I can't help but notice, but there are 3 different images of Joe McHale on here.
Yes.
Why is this fort so big?
So this is Joel McHale. I know him from Community.
I also know him from Community.
Yeah.
I know him from the soup.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soup.
true.
Actually, I think I have seen the
Which
soup before.
You
So-
don't want to confuse with the Korean 2017 film, also
No.
titled The
Yes.
Soup.
Well, this is Western.
Different IPs.
Yeah. So the Soup is like Talk Soup, but they talk about things that happen on the internet instead of like talk shows.
And they don't talk about soup.
I don't believe so.
Okay, just check.
Yeah. So the Soup, while the Soup was running, also the Soup Investigates was running at the same time, and it's like the same thing but another show
Okay.
at the same time.
What
the
does
same,
he investigate?
same
Does he
person.
investigate soup?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He looks a little bit more provocative than he does in the picture.
Yeah,
the
he
Soup
does. He looks
picture.
confused in the soup picture.
Yeah, he does kind of.
Soup? What?
Um,
What the
and-
fuck are you talking about?
And the Soup ended in like 2005 or something.
Mhm.
That was a sad day.
But now it's okay because we have the Joel McHale show with Joel McHale, which is on Netflix, and I've never watched.
Which is only like tangentially related to soup at all, as far as I'm aware.
Well, that's what it came from the Soup. It
None of this-
spawned from the Soup.
None of this has anything to do with fucking soup.
Well, they all have soup in the title. except
So
for
what? That's
Joel
not.
McHale show.
It's just a name.
Do you not see? Look at all the
These,
soups.
these are the only pros you could come up
This
with
is
for
worse-
soup.
This is worse than Ronan's.
I don't think so.
All right, you're gonna like this one. So
Soup the
Soup
Chemist.
the Chemist
God bless hiphop.com.
like I think he came to prominence in the
Christian.
80s. He on Wikipedia says that like people call him the godfather of Christian hip hop.
I know I do.
Soup the Chemist.
I do now.
And the only so well known for his 2016 album Orgasmic Arrangements,
Mhm.
which doesn't sound Christian to me, but
That doesn't-
I did listen to like 30 seconds of a track, and he did say Jesus in it.
Mhm.
Jesus, why?
So it's for sure Christian.
Yeah, he's definitely Christian.
Did you listen to that album?
No, why would I do that?
Did you guys go to
He's
church?
the
la-
godfather of Christian hip hop. That's why.
Did we all go to church last Sunday?
We're going tomorrow.
I was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow.
Yeah, it is Saturday.
Just eating soup.
By the way, it stopped capturing both audio streams.
Did it again?
Yeah. Yap.
Let's just use one.
It's this one, right?
No, I think it's the other one.
It's this one.
That one.
Yeah, it's this one.
So
Alright, we're on one audio stream now.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Earlier, you said that one of the ways I could, redeem myself from being a pro super
Yeah.
was to go to God.
Yeah.
And this seems in direct contradiction to Soup the Chemist, who is the godfather of Christian hip hop, yet his name is Soup.
So he just happens to be the godfather of Christian hip hop.
Does he also like soup?
I don't know.
Is he a
So
is he a
wait, what
trained
does this
chemist?
have anything to do with the pros of
He
Soup?
is Soup. You guys don't like Christian hip hop?
It looks
I
like
do
you're
like Christian
just
hip-hop.
giving us the pros of the name Soup.
Oh, that's what Soup
But the actual
I'm
food-
talking about Soup.
But the
here.
actual food, you're not really commenting any of the pros of Soup.
Yeah.
I said Soup. We're talking about Soup here.
I mean, yes. Yes, we're talking
Okay.
about Soup as
By
a
the way,
group.
go to godblesshiphop.com. Get all your godly tracks.
So, as we all know,
Jesus walks.
Kanye
Mhm.
is a Christian rapper.
That is correct.
Soup walked so Kanye could run. There we got.
Yeah,
we got
Kanye used to be
Kanye.
pretty jacked actually.
Look at
But he-
that cross.
But he got
But
kind
he's so tiny compared to Soup.
yeah. See, if you actually look at my framing here, Soup is puppeteering Kanye.
That's
Oh.
right. Yeah, he is.
big soup got a hold
All
of
right, now
Kanye.
the secret best soup, primordial
This was
soup.
the redacted one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you guys know what primordial soup is?
I do know
It's
generally what primordial soup is,
Yeah,
but not enough
it's
to
like-
put it on a podcast.
it's kind of like slang for like
Oh, you tried your best, bud.
Okay,
How about
so-
you explain it, T?
So primordial soup is like a theory for how life started. There was like a bunch of shit in like a soup in like water in like a swamp or a bog or some shit, and there's like a bunch of enzymes and random garbage, and then like lightning struck it, and then like something came together, and that thing happened to be like self-replicating, and that was like the first form of life.
I mean this is already bullshit because look at the Earth, it's round.
That's true.
That's-
And as we saw at the end
Yeah.
of my section, the Earth is very clearly flat.
Very flat.
So this is definitely the best soup,
Um,
and we're back.
Everyone's gonna love this episode.
We're live.
This is gonna be great.
Okay, so when did it cut out?
I don't fucking
I
care.
have no idea.
Let's just move
It
on.
is the best soup. That's what we did.
Okay,
The primordial
so
soup
I'll
is
just go
the
over
best.
what was the last slide, I guess. So this is Soup the Chemist, and he puppeteers Kanye,
Yeah.
who they're both Christian.
He's a
rappers.
shill for soup.
Yeah.
We all know this.
And primordial soup is the best soup because without it, we would not be alive.
That's great.
Theoretically.
And my conclusion: soup is good because without primordial soup, we wouldn't be alive.
Yeah, but what about the food soup?
What about it? I don't like it.
I
The
like
soup in general is
Q
good.
and A too.
Yeah. What about the food?
I don't like it. It's like food but in water.
So is soup good or is it not good?
Well, soup is good because without primordial soup, we would not be alive.
Yeah.
that. This is retarded.
Huh.
This is awful.
Andrew, you want to give me a score? Overall score?
I give it a 4.
A 4.
At least Ronan's was funny sometimes.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Wow.
I thought it was solid. It was originally gonna be an 8, but knocked down 2 points from earlier. So
Okay. Damn.
Oh, that's true.
that is true. So it turns out I was the only one who actually kind of thought we were gonna be serious. My bad. So mine ended up looking super long-winded, and I'm the jackass now, standing in the middle of
And-
the Funny Man podcast. Okay,
And it was still the worst one.
it was the worst one.
You took it the most seriously and it was the worst. Incredible.
All right.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's episode 1, baby.
You don't have to like. Don't subscribe. We're just.
We love you.
Do subscribe because
You should subscribe.
This is going on Team F.
Yeah.
We love you. We want the best for you. We treat you like a family. We are a family.
Yeah.
We are a family.
You are part of our family.
Guaranteed the audio is going to sound better next episode because there's no way it could sound worse than whatever this sounds like.
We
We're
love.
starting at the bottom.
Remember, we love you.
This is probably about the same quality as the first volume of Ruby, though. So
Can't be that low.
it's pretty bad.
Okay, so is that? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
But this is not the only content that's going to be on this channel.
If it was, then well,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
you would hope it'd be
There's
better.
already check out the one video that I have on there.
It's diary entry number 1, I
Yeah,
believe.
diary entry 1.
It is like 20 seconds long and 100% higher quality video than this one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
We love you guys.
Love you. I'm Ronan, by the way. That's JT over there. Say
I'm
hi.
JT.
I'm Endri.
Yeah, we probably should have said who we were. At the
Well, I mean,
beginning.
they picked it up if they
Yeah.
watch it.
They probably don't care.
Yeah.
The only people watching this are people we tell to watch
Yeah,
it.
nobody's
because there's no
watching
way YouTube's gonna be pushing this to
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
how
I was
long
YouTube,
have we been going? Like a couple hours?
I have no clue.
I have no
It's gonna be
idea.
like 10 minutes.
I mean, with the editing, he's probably gonna cut down quite a bit because there's a lot of downtime.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's it.
Exciting.